two ways to approach your housing search. First, you can look for bulletin boards, window signs, or you can also ask people if they know of any apartments available for rent. We're talking at laundromats, retail stores, or even by reading the newspaper. Look for any leads, even if you think they may be outdated. The most important thing is that you get your housing search going. Another way to look for housing is by doing research online, as long as you have access to a computer or a cell phone with a data plan. We'll discuss this method a little bit later in the video. As you're walking down the street or riding the bus, you may see some for rent signs posted. Feel free to write down addresses and contact information so that you can try to call owners or ask about their units. Or you can ask your case manager to help you make those phone calls. Write down any questions you may have about the complex, location, rent and deposit, or any other general questions about the unit. Your first conversation with the landlord or owner should be light. No need to give very personal information. The landlord is still getting to know you, so you don't want to overwhelm them with too many details. And most importantly, don't forget to smile. They say you can hear a smile in the tone of your voice. It actually makes you sound warmer and friendlier. So now that you have the landlord on the phone, you can start by introducing yourself. Hello, my name is John, and I've lived in San Mateo County my whole life. I saw your ad on Craigslist, and I'm interested in it because it's close to the bus stop and there's laundry on site. May I please ask to schedule a viewing with you? Not only is it important to see the property, but you should always try to meet someone so that you can leave a very good first impression. And finally, please let me know which date and time work for you. It's important to schedule an appointment with the landlord while you have them on the phone and while they still remember who you are. Try to schedule something in the next week or so. But what if I can't find a place before my certificate expires? Where do I even start looking? What if the landlord doesn't like me? The housing climate in San Mateo County is very competitive, but you have to be patient and stick with it. Stay focused and don't give up. To create more opportunities for yourself, you can start by accessing the internet on a computer or cell phone with a data plan. There is a lot of information available right at your fingertips. You can visit your local library, obtain a free library card, and use the computers at any of the libraries in San Mateo County. In order to access the internet, also known as the World Wide Web, you must start by opening up what's called a web browser. A browser is essentially a portal that connects you to all of the information and services available online. A computer alone will not get you into the internet. Someone must be paying for the service, just as you would for your phone. If you go to the library or to a shelter, those establishments are paying for the service. Popular browsers include Google Chrome, Internet Explorer, Mozilla Firefox, or Safari. If you're looking for information, you may hear people say, "Why don't you just Google it?" But what does that mean? Google is an example of a search engine, which is one way to discover information online. Another popular search engine is Yahoo, but you can also look up specific web addresses like www.craigslist.org, or you can simply type in a question like, "What's the weather in Redwood City today?" Or, "Which bus do I take from Daly City to Belmont?" Lastly, you can look up an address and map out a route to get there. The internet is so powerful because you can learn about anything you want. The information is endless. So let's actually look at a website. So this is called the desktop. So you'll see my cursor, I'm kind of moving it around. The arrow that you see, that's a cursor. I am using a Mac. If you're used to seeing a PC, you'll see a start icon down there. But again, this is a Mac. It's going to look a little different, but a lot of the programs are still the same. So I have Google Chrome as a search engine. I do prefer to use Google Chrome, but I also have other search engines. See, I do have Safari. And I think I only have Safari and Google Chrome. So let's open Google Chrome, and I have Google set up as my home page. So you can search through the bar here, or you can type it in, and this is called a navigation bar. That's where you would type a web address or just type in something that you're looking for. So we're actually just going to type in Craigslist because I'm not sure what the web address is. So we'll just type in Craigslist and it auto-populates. So this is the link, and you'll see how my cursor changes from an arrow to what looks like a white glove. So that means that it's a link that you can click on. You click that link, and then this is the home page for Craigslist. So there's lots of stuff on here. There are services, there's things for sale, but we're going to focus on housing. And there's apartments and housing, or farther down it's rooms and shared housing. So let's click apartments and housing. And you'll see that this is only for SF. Well, this is for all of San Francisco and the Bay Area, which is a really big area. But we're going to click Peninsula because that's where San Mateo County is. Okay, so if you see, there's still over 2,800 possible 2,800 matches, so we're going to narrow it down. You can put a zip code, you can put the number of bedrooms, how many bathrooms you want, if you have cats, if you have dogs, if you prefer no smoking, or if you're in a wheelchair, you can put all these parameters in to help you narrow down your search. So let's look for a 1-bedroom, and we'll do 1 bathroom. And my maximum rent, let's say I just want to put in $2,000. And you're going to update your search. See, and now we were able to narrow it down to 116, which is a much more manageable number. And let's just start looking. Okay, so this one's in Mountain View, so we're probably not going to do that one. This is in San Mateo. I always prefer to pick ads that have photos because they seem more legitimate. If it looks like it's staged, it could also be a false ad, so you just want to be aware of that. So this one looks interesting. It's in San Bruno. It's a studio. There's 8 photos. Okay, so we're gonna look through the photos. Okay, and you just click to the right, and this one looks pretty good. It's $1,500. It has everything you need. It looks clean. They also have a map, right? So it'll show you, and it's a Google map, so if you click on it, you can even try to get directions from where you are. And it's all on this page. And then read the description because it'll tell you what amenities are available, what move-in costs, whatever move-in costs you have, any contact info. But you see how they write very specifically, it's available now, so not in a week or a month, it's available right now. And it's only for 1 occupant. So let's keep looking through, keep looking at the results. And this one is in South City. They only have 3 photos, but it looks pretty big. Again, it's an in-law, it's newly remodeled, utilities are included. Here's the map again, but they say there's no laundry on site, there's no smoking, and it's street parking. But this one has a much more extensive description. There's a lot of information here, and they really lay it out for you. They tell you the rent, security deposit, the total move-in cost. That's very helpful information, and it's also available right now. So, just make sure you're reading all the information. At this point, you should be equipped with enough tools to get your housing search started. Some things to keep in mind. 1. Take charge of your own housing. You have the ability to do your own research and find housing leads. Don't sit around and wait for someone else to do the work for you. It's your home. 2. The internet can be a useful tool if you learn how to use it correctly. We've covered some of the internet basics, so if you need more practice, you've got to get out there and give it a try. Go to the library today to get your library card and free computer access. 3. You are not alone. Speak to your caseworker, go to a core service agency, find a friend or a librarian, or call us here at the Housing Authority. You don't have to know all of the answers, but you do need to meet us halfway. Thank you and good luck. Remember, don't give up.